Bonjour et bienvenue, g'day and welcome to another episode of French with Mr. Parks. In the last episode we went to the Louvre in Paris. We even learnt words like un and une. They're the French words for a, an and one, and they match with different nouns. That's why we say un homme and un garçon, as well as une femme and une fille. Well, today I'm feeling hungry. Maybe we should head down to the shops to stop this tummy racket. Sound good? Alrighty, let's go. So here we are at Supermarché Simple, a simple supermarket where I'm pretty sure I can get everything I need on my list. I think I see some of the things I need just over here. Do you remember how to say I see from the last episode? In case you've forgotten, it's je vois. Je vois. So now let's go find the things on my list. Looks like the first thing on my list is cheese. Can you see one behind me? There it is. I see the cheese. And now we're at our first word, fromage. Say it with me. Fromage. That's the French word for cheese. But how do we say the cheese instead of just cheese? Well, for that, you'll need to know the word le. Say it with me. Le. That's the French word for the. So now we can say le fromage. Say it with me. Le fromage. So now we can say je vois le fromage. Say it with me. Je vois le fromage. Great work. That means I see the cheese. I think I might have some now.
Hey! What you doing? You kidding me? I gotta go to work tomorrow. Hey! What you put me down, crazy?
That was tasty. But I'm still hungry. Let's move on. Next on my list is bread. Do you see the bread? There it is. I see the bread. Now we're at our next word. Pain. Say it with me. Pain. That's how the French say bread. Careful though, even though it's spelt the same, don't catch yourself saying pain, because it's pronounced pain. So how will we say I see the bread? In French, that's je vois le pain. Say it with me. Je vois le pain. Fantastic! Time for a snack.
Boy, don't you touch me. Put me down.
Still hungry, so let's keep going. Next on my list is a carrot. Do you see the carrot? There it is. I see the carrot. So we're at our next word. Carotte. Say it with me. Carotte. So at this point, you'd think that the carrot would be le carotte. But it's actually la carotte. Just like un and une for masculine and feminine nouns, the French say le and la for masculine and feminine nouns. And I know what you're thinking. How can everyday objects like food be masculine or feminine? Sounds pretty unusual, right? But actually loads of different languages around the world do a similar thing. Like some Australian languages, Spanish, Italian, German, and way more. Don't think of it too literally though. Think of it as putting different nouns into different groups. So every time you learn a noun in French, make sure you learn its gender, so you know whether or not it takes un or une, or in this case, le or la. So now you know that fromage and pain are masculine, and carotte is feminine, which is why we say la carotte. So now do you think you can say, I see the carrot? In French, that's je vois la carotte. Say it with me. Je vois la carotte. Brilliant! Time for snack 3.
Oh my god, what are you doing? This happened to my sister last week.
Still hungry, so let's keep going. Next on my list is an apple. Do you see the apple? There it is. I see the apple. That's our next word. Pomme. Say it with me. Pomme. That's how the French say apple. So if I told you that pomme is feminine, how do you think you'd say, I see the apple? Well, just like last time, we use la. So that would be, je vois la pomme. Say it with me. Je vois la pomme. Great! Time to eat again.
Oh, no. You don't eat me. I'm full of seeds. All right, go ahead and eat me.
Didn't quite do the trick. Let's keep going. Next on my list is orange. Do you see the orange? There it is. I see the orange. So now we're at our next word. Orange. Say it with me. Orange. That's the word for orange. So if I told you that orange is feminine, you'd probably think that the orange is la orange. But something special happens because orange starts with a vowel sound. Whenever a noun starts with a vowel sound, we take that le or la and we just change it to an L apostrophe. So instead of la orange, we have l'orange. Say it with me. L'orange. So how do you think you say, I see the orange? Well, in French, that's je vois l'orange. Say it with me. Je vois l'orange. Fantastique! It's orange time.
You ain't eating me. I want to be juice. You hear me? Juice. Not part of a salad. Not part of a...
I'm still so hungry. So let's keep going. The next thing on my list is a pineapple. Do you see the pineapple? There it is. I see the pineapple. That's our next word. Ananas. Say it with me. Ananas. So if I told you that ananas is masculine, do you think you'd know how to say the pineapple? In French, that's l'ananas. Say it with me. L'ananas. Because it starts with a vowel sound, we turn that le into an L apostrophe, just like in the last example. So how do you say, I see the pineapple? In French, that's je vois l'ananas. Say it with me. Je vois l'ananas. Great! I might eat that now, actually.
Oh my god. You're gonna eat me? I'm so excited. Yes! I've done this day since I was a kid.
It was pretty good, but I'm not quite full, and I have one more thing on my list. Looks like the last thing on my list is tomatoes. Do you see the tomatoes? There they are. I see the tomatoes. And that's our next word. Tomate. Say it with me. Tomate. That means tomato. But wait a minute. We have more than one tomato. We have tomatoes. So now we just need to put an S on the end, just like in English. Make sure you don't actually say that S though, because it's silent. But what about the tomatoes? Well, even though tomate is feminine, we now need to use the word les. Say it with me. Les. We use that for the plural of a noun when we have more than one. So whenever you have more than one of something, doesn't matter if it's masculine, doesn't matter if it's feminine, we use les. That's why we say les tomates. Say it with me. Les tomates. So now we've learned le for masculine, la for feminine, and les for plural. Do you think you can say, I see the tomatoes? Well, in French, that's je vois les tomates. Say it with me. Je vois les tomates. Brilliant. Time to fill up on les tomates.
So I said to tomato, I said...
That hit the spot. I probably should have paid for all that first though. So let's go do that now. Do you remember everything I ate? Let's go down the list. Le fromage. Le fromage. That's the cheese. Le pain. Le pain. That's the bread. La carotte. La carotte. That's the carrot. La pomme. La pomme. That's the apple. L'orange. L'orange. That's the orange. L'ananas. L'ananas. That's the pineapple. Les tomates. Les tomates. That's the tomatoes. Wow, another huge day and you've learned so many words. If you love learning French, then you can download some free apps like Duolingo Kids, or it's as easy as a quick Google search. Just search for your word followed by in French, like this. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. But for now, it's goodbye, au revoir, until next time.